Jessicat, and with this helmet on, I look kind of ridiculous. You've probably already guessed that I'm in the new snapshot. That is a preview of things to come for 1.13. It's snapshot 18W07C, I believe. Which is a whole lot of numbers and letters to rattle off, but this isn't exactly a feature video. It's more a video to explain why I think 1.13 is going to be awesome, quite possibly the best update ever. I'm not kidding about this. I'm so excited about this update, and I want to explain why today. So let's start off with the fact that these prismarine stairs and slabs here, these are brand new stairs and slabs that were added partly because they've recoded everything as far as I know so that there's no longer a block limit, a limit to the number of blocks that can be added to the game. And so these blocks mean not only that we can that we have, you know, 3 new types of stairs and 3 new types of slabs, they also mean that there could be gazillions more in the future, and in fact this has been confirmed on Twitter. I'll put up an image of the tweet if I find it. It's been confirmed that there will be more stairs and slabs. So that's one thing that can give us some hope for the future, and I'm like, Minecraft's future looks amazing to me. But another thing we can hope for is this guy right here. This is the famous Mob B. You remember that vote we did? We collectively as a Minecraft community during Minecon Earth? Well, this is the result of that vote. This is Mob B. And I think it's really cool that, you know, Mojang thought of 4 different mobs and then let us vote on which one we'd want to see. This is, like, I believe the first instance of, like, direct democracy affecting the game. I know players' suggestions have been implemented before. There have been bits of mods put into Minecraft, and all sorts of stuff like that, but I don't think there's ever been a vote to implement a feature. Correct me if I'm wrong, of course. But this means that we could be seeing more of this. We could be seeing Mojang listen to people more. Already it seems like they're doing that with the texture changes, and also I believe there have been rumors about a fan favorite update. So that's really exciting. Mojang listening to the community more, I think, is always a good thing. Who knows, maybe they'll eventually do something about the 1.9 combat changes. But I think this is really cool. Another thing that I think is just awesome about the upcoming aquatic update aquatic, I guess I should call it, is the customization that will soon be available. I wish I had taken the time to set this up so I could show you, but custom crafting recipes are going to be available because of data packs and like the way all that's going to be implemented. You can put your own crafting recipes in here, and you can basically set it up so any item can craft any other item, which is, in my opinion, just amazing, like, just awesome. I cannot stress how amazing I think that is. There's also furnace. You can do custom furnace recipes as well. So if I place down a furnace, you see now it has a recipe book, and if I wanted to, I could add in any furnace recipe I wanted to. And also world generation. This world here has been generated by, like, in a new way. I'm not sure how it works, but apparently we'd be able to customize this as well, which I'm super excited about. So basically, huge customization possibilities for map makers and challenges, or if you just want to make the game really easy, you can smelt dirt into diamonds now if you want to. I think that would make things a bit too easy. You might as well use creative then, but it's a thing you can do if you want to. These features I love as well. I mean, I don't really need to go into those very much. You can go see another video on those if you want, but I'm just really excited about the possibilities that these new items bring. They're really cool in my opinion. One of the things I really love is the kelp and the seagrass underwater. I've planted some of it here, and I think it just looks amazing. And what I love about it is it gives the water so much more life. You can see that it's moving, and it looks like it's being moved by waves. And like, if you've ever been to the ocean, you know that if there are plants growing on the bottom, they'll move around. They'll sway just like this in real life because the current is moving them around. Also turtles. Turtles are awesome. And I think they give the ocean so much more life. The oceans looked kind of dead before, and now with this and the new structures and and the fish and everything else that's going to be added, I think it just looks so much nicer. Another thing I'm really excited about is the fact that the game just in general makes more sense. I was really excited about the 1.13 changes even before they announced that 1.13 would be merged with the aquatic update, because there were so many cool things that just, for me, just made the game so much better. In so many different ways. So, for example, fish are now going to swim through the water, which just makes so much more sense. I mean, before fishing was just you cast the line and the fish just magically appear out of nowhere. Now we're actually going to have little fish entities, which I think is awesome. Like the fish are gonna exist as actual physical creatures, which I love, and it just makes so much more sense because they don't come out of nowhere anymore. I'm not sure how that's going to work with fishing, but I think it'll be awesome no matter how they do it. There's also the bark and the stripped logs, and these ones are just awesome in my opinion. I don't think they really make the game make more sense, but having these new options for building is great, and I know a lot of people who build with logs sometimes struggle to build with the face of the log, this part right here. They kind of try to cover it up. I've been trying to do that actually with my giant tree I've been building in my Let's Play world, or hoping to build at some point, I guess, because I haven't actually built it yet. But I just love the fact that you can now play with a block that has the texture on all sides, and the stripped block just makes a lot of sense if you consider the bark block, because if you can remove the bark has got to come from somewhere, and so you can just remove the bark from the log. So I think it would be cool, however, if when you stripped the blocks, the bark would come off and go into your inventory, and then you could use that to craft these. I think right now they're crafted out of logs, which is cool, but just something that I think would make it a little bit nicer. But of course, it doesn't. Yeah, that's how you craft bark, in case you were wondering. But we'll see what happens. In any case, I'm really excited for these two blocks. Another thing I'm really excited for is the trapdoors and the pressure plates. These are just like, tiny little things that just make the game nicer, give you more building options. I don't think anybody will be mad about this. I can't think of a single reason anybody would be mad about this, or a lot of the changes actually. Like, I can't think of any reason people would be mad about this sort of stuff, except possibly Mob B. I know, not everybody voted for Mob B, so that might be problematic, but in general, I think all of these changes can be seen as objectively positive, and let me know if there's something you don't like in the comments, but overall, I'm just really happy about all of this. The Trident, which is a new weapon, allows you to blast off with your elytra if it's raining, or if you're in water, sorry, which is also awesome, I think. Like, before, people were just jumping off blocks, I don't have an elytra. People would just jump off blocks hoping to get enough height so that they could blast off in time, but it's kind of tricky sometimes, and you either have to use a firework rocket or hit yourself with a bow to blast off from the ground, and now there's an easier way to do that, which I think is great. Also, the Trident can control lightning, which means it's so much easier to get charged creepers and mob heads, and also, if you want to make a really unique zombie pigman farm, you could just use the Trident on pigs. I'm not exactly sure how this works, like it's with the channeling enchantment, but I tried it in a storm and it doesn't work for me, so I don't know, I'm probably doing something wrong. But you know, you can use this to channel lightning, and you could use it to hit a bunch of pigs and turn them into zombie pigmen. And why you would want to do that instead of going into the Nether, I'm not exactly sure, but it's a thing you can do now, or will be able to do soon. Same thing with villagers and witches. If you ever wanted a whole bunch of witches, you can kill all your villagers to do that. If you ever wanted to do that, this is such a simple and amazing change. You can see it right here. The lever, it's powered right now, and it's giving off these tiny little redstone particles. Have you seen how people often put signs above their levers to indicate left is on and right is off, or up is on and down is off? You don't need to do that anymore, because if I turn the lever off, you don't see the little redstone particles anymore, and you can see whether it's on or not by just whether it's releasing these little particles, which I think is so cool. It's such a tiny little change, and it makes things so much easier for everyone, and I love it. Another thing is the smooth blocks that are now in the creative inventory. If I look for them, so now in the creative inventory you can find smooth quartz, smooth red sandstone, and smooth stone, which I believe these are obtainable through commands, but not really in any other way. I'm not sure if these are craftable, or if they will be, but I think it's awesome that this option exists for us. You can see these are really just combined versions of slabs, and they look so nice, in my opinion. Especially the smooth stone. I love this texture. I know a lot of people like the stone slab texture, and I think having the purity of the block now, I think it looks so amazing, and I'm so happy about that change. It's such a small thing again, but it's great. The block limit being gone means we have so many more possibilities now. And speaking of blocks, the creative inventory now contains, let's find it. It's here somewhere, I promise. If I search for it, you can see there's farmland, so now I can search the creative inventory for farmland. It used to be obtainable, well, it still is obtainable, I imagine, through pick block, but now you can get it in the creative inventory. Just a tiny change that I really like, and the same goes for path blocks. Path blocks are also in the inventory now, and it's the same thing. Like, you could have used pick block before, but now they're there, and they're much easier to find, which I think is awesome. We also have the new water physics. Now they're not nearly as different as we thought they might be, but water now goes smoothly over slabs and stairs, which is just amazing in my opinion. So if I get some acacia stairs and I just put some under the water, you can see the water goes right over it. There's no weird visual things. There's no air pocket above these stairs or slabs, and I think that's just amazing. I love that change. It'll make underwater builds look so much nicer. Now there's a really a reason to build underwater, which I think is amazing. The pumpkin, this one is another change that just makes sense. This is now a pumpkin, and you might be wondering, well, where's the face? The face is now on the carved pumpkin, and as you can see, if I click on this pumpkin with some shears, it will turn into a regular pumpkin and also give me some seeds, which is really nice. And this is just such a great little change in my opinion, because pumpkins in the real world, in case you don't know, don't grow carved. So this is another one that just makes so much sense for the pumpkins to not be carved. I just think that's awesome. Also, I think the stems used to always point in the same direction, but it seems that has been changed now, because maybe not. Oh, I see. The carved pumpkin has the stem point in a different direction. And one last thing, the commands, if you haven't seen the command changes, I think they're so much nicer now. They're just like, it tells you exactly how to write the command. So I've also noticed that the error reports in chat are much clearer. I don't know if that also works for command blocks, but if I type /effect, it'll tell me exactly why the /effect command like that doesn't work. And I think that's just an awesome change to round out an overall awesome update. I'm so excited for this. It means so much for the future, and I hope everybody else is as excited as I am, but if you're not, let me know. Let me know why. And yeah, we'll see where this goes. I'm really excited. And I guess that's the end of the video. So thank you for watching. I still have the turtle helmet on. Oh, hang on. One last thing. I think Creative Flight might be faster. It seems like I'm flying just a little bit faster here, and also if I sprint fly, that seems faster as well, but that could just be me. Also, lots of rubber banding because apparently my computer is bad at rendering chunks. Anyway, yeah, thanks for watching. Bye!